gotta get that keyboard just right for gaming. My dog's barking at the cow. $2.15 going 10:41 tonight.
Before, welcome aboard.
Forwards.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How's the
I
limp?
feel that. Huh?
How's the limp?
Fucking terrible. I hate it. I'm on light duty.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's all good, don't worry about it.
747.
Go ahead.
Now's your chance if you want to take out a rookie.
Have you been crying?
I do have.
Hold on.
747. Are you brothers? Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I do have +1 in the vehicle, if that's all right. So happy to take on.
That's fine with me. I'll stay back and I'll monitor your situation on how you do with everything from there. Can't have 4 of us in one vehicle at the same time.
10-4. All right. Who's the lucky person?
215, Mr. Zach Cold Harbor.
747 to 215. What is your location?
PD.
Which PD?
VPD, second floor.
Gotcha. All right. 747 en route to VPD. Give me 5 minutes.
Well,
10-4.
10-4, showing you 76 VPD.
Super 5 will be going at 10-7. You guys have a good evening and good luck.
10-4, showing you
Thank you for
10-7,
your
thank you for service.
It's a very quiet night, isn't it?
I'm gonna commit medical malpractice.
I
It
hate
is
you.
a very quiet day.
Going to fight you. Love you too.
Not my problem, I'm on desk duty today.
I'm going to cause havoc today because I'm on desk duty.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm all alone. No, I should be fine, honestly. You just keep smoking them cigarettes. They'll
Yeah, I
help dull
will.
the pain.
Now, you know what'll help all the pain?
Beer.
Mary Jane.
Yep. Okay, so they're parking downstairs.
Yeah, they'll be coming up.
Yep.
Medic 3 and Romeo 2 en route to latest distress call.
Why are we all on one radio?
Because why the fuck not?
Can't believe they're brothers and they're the same freaking rank.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah. They're also 30 numbers off from each other, which is hilarious. As a speed demon drives by. Are they expecting me to go downstairs or?
I don't know. Radio and ask. It's 747 who's going to be our FTO today.
215 to 747 direct.
747, go ahead.
What's your 20?
Heading south on the freeway, it'll be ETA 2 minutes.
10-4. There you go. So that wasn't 747 who pulled in. That makes sense. Yeah, wait. 747 has a cadet with him already?
Nope. 747 is with 717.
Show Medic 3 and
717
Romeo
is
2, 23
his
on
brother.
scene.
Are they part? 10-9 repeat?
They're brothers.
Show EMS 23 at our call.
10-4, showing you 23 at your latest scene.
Okay, that makes sense. But so they must be partners then. They have to be.
Why?
Oh, they're in the same car together.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Let them do what they gotta do.
Yeah. I just hope them being brothers doesn't somehow cloud their judgment when shit hits the fan. Because I've seen that happen before with siblings and ooh.
Hello.
Alrighty, 747. This is your cadet, Gas Pump, aka Zach Goldarbor.
Gas pump?
Yeah. So this gentleman, I've told this story to everybody.
You guys are not twins.
This gentleman, on his first ever ride along with me, I let him drive because I wasn't feeling it, right? So I let him
Okay.
drive. We went to a store robbery. Told him to flip a U-turn ready for when they would come in to get out. This guy decides to go a little bit too far forward. Gas pump went boom. We was in the car.
Ah.
Alex, you
I
know
suffered from burns.
Alex, you know I never touched the damn pump.
He claims he never touched it, but
I
you
have
know, for it
body
to go
cam
boom.
footage that I never touched it.
So I nicknamed him Gas Pump ever since.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fairly valid statement.
Yeah. So if you want to trust him to drive, feel free. He's gotten a lot better since.
Yeah, why not? You got to start somewhere, right? Well, before we go out, I'm gonna run you through one or two quick things. I want to get you out and about, see what you can do. Right, first of all, you've got all the correct uniform, so that's great. Gloves, got a nice pair of gloves on.
Yes.
Good, lovely stuff. Right, I'm going to run through a roll of equipment with you just to make sure you've got all the bits and pieces you are going to need and you are going to use. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your police issued taser,
Yes.
your service pistol,
Yes.
a baton.
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm going to guess as a cadet, you don't have the official requirement paperwork for any higher up weapons, so we can skip that. Now, one thing you're going to need, and you're not leaving here until you got it, is your handcuffs,
Yes.
your
I-
flashlight.
To clarify, I have 2 pairs of handcuffs. I always carry
Wonderful.
2.
Just in case they've got extra arms, that's always good thinking. Right, some of your electronical equipment, your 2.5 microsil and your gunshot residue test kits and your fingerprint test kits.
Yes, it's all in my police bag.
And your swab kits too, your DNA kits.
Let me double check to make sure they're in there. Fingerprint scanner, the Marisco thing, 7 fingerprint kits,
Yeah.
5 DNA field swappers, 5 GSR field tests, and an access tool.
Excellent. Breathalyzer, you got one of those?
Yep.
Wonderful. Enough ammunition for your service pistol and for your taser.
13 bullets. We don't actually need to carry the cartridges. They don't actually do anything yet.
So you've got how many rounds for your service pistol?
13 13 clips, including the one in the chamber.
So how many rounds in total?
14.
Okay, you're gonna probably 14 rounds of ammunition.
No. So each bullet consists of 1 mag. Does that make sense? So I've got 13 mags plus the one already loaded in my gun.
That's only if you're unloading your weapons, which you shouldn't be doing.
Show
I'm
Medic
sorry?
3 and Romeo 2, 76 back to pillbox +2.
Yeah.
Are
I
you-
said that should only be happening if you're unloading weapons. Otherwise, it should be a 1-to-1 bullet ratio.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So you go into the armory, you buy 20. That's not 1 mag. That's just 20 rounds.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying we shoot 1 bullet, then we gotta reload?
No.
No.
That's
So
what I meant.
in my satchels on my belt, I have 50 rounds of ammunition. So I'm not asking for how many magazines you've got, just how many rounds in total you've got. So in your pocket, you will see your ammunition and how many you have got.
Yes, but... Oh my god. Alright, let me put it this way, okay? I have 13 rounds, but each round I put in there, 12 can come out. So, let's see. So, 13 times 12. It's a lot. I have enough to last in a gunfight, alright? if I carry 50 rounds and those get taken off me because I get kidnapped, that's that's not very good. I'd rather have 13 get taken off than 50.
Right.
Trust me, I have enough for a
Okay.
gunfight.
Just as long as you know that the standard procedure, right, is you've got your pistol, you've got no ammunition on you. You go to the armory, you pick up 50 rounds, 60 rounds, however you want. That's how you should be normally doing it. Okay.
Even if
Just
it
to,
all
just
gets
to,
taken off me if I get kidnapped?
I mean, realistically, I mean, it shouldn't, right?
Yes,
But
but you never know with people.
well, I mean, that's right. But I mean, part of the duty of carrying the service pistol is to make sure you're well equipped to have to use it in a defensive procedure if you need to. So don't worry about how much you've got on you. Just make sure you've got enough to be able
Medic
to defend
3 and
yourself.
Romeo 2, 23 at pillbox +2.
Let's cut it short. Have you got enough service ammo?
Yes.
Lovely. Moving on. I would like you to have a considerable amount of evidence bags on you. How many do you have?
20.
Wonderful. And the same question to bandages. How many?
13, but I can get more if I honestly need to.
13's all right for now. I like to keep 30, 40 of each. They're pretty light.
Hey, Noah, let me talk to you real quick.
Sure. Sorry, one moment.
Oh, you said Noah for a start.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can never have too many if they're very, very nice and light to catch. To keep, sorry.
Half
You
my
can always
bags
hand them out if
already.
you need to.
Half my bags already full, and I don't have a personal as a cadet, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty heavy.
Romeo
some of it's
2
gear
to
you have
Med
to carry
3,
around,
are
Yeah,
you on your way?
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah, I'm on
don't.
my way up now.
That's why I don't carry as Wait, can I put the bandages? No, wait, no, it doesn't matter because it still takes up weight.
what you can do, mate, in all honesty, not with any of the equipment such as breathalyzers, blah blah blah, bandages, and I don't know, maybe something like your larger service weapon, which your class 2s, etc. You
Mhm.
can keep in your vehicle. Just bloody hell, make sure you lock that vehicle whenever you can. All right.
Of course.
All right, and lastly, and probably one of the most important pieces is your radio, which I know you do because you've radioed over already.
Yeah, that's what
I
was
also
thinking.
have
Shouldn't I do,
the
like, 50 cal or
camera
something?
with the SD card,
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
and
Yep,
I have an
excellent.
extra thing of body
Some
armor.
snipers would be nice as well.
Okay,
Probably
wonderful.
get an R700 in there. Quite nice.
Now,
Oh,
without
nice.
running through every single piece of equipment, have you been shown during the cadet training, during I don't know any academy that you've been to, how to use the equipment? Is there anything that you don't know? It doesn't matter if you don't know how to use it. Now is the time to ask.
I think I've used. So I used to work here. I think I've used everything at least once. I think the only thing I maybe haven't used yet, and that's just because I haven't had the chance to yet,
Mhm.
is it's the how do you pronounce that? McRissel? I have no idea how
Oh,
you
the
pronounce it.
Microsil.
Microsil, yeah. That's the only one I haven't used yet because I during my first bank robbery I didn't know what those were used for. Now I know what they're used for. But that was
So
like
what's it
months
used for?
ago. It's to get fingerprints off surfaces you normally can't get them off of, such as cash registers. Other
Okay.
stuff like I don't car.
Mhm.
Um, that desk to our left.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If we get into a situation in a minute where you think it's plausible to use it, then we'll have a look. Right.
Yeah.
Your new personal tablet.
Yes. Yes,
Wonderful.
that was fun to realize that I needed that to get dispatch calls.
Yeah. Now I will pre-warn you. Dispatch is a bit finicky at the moment.
Oh, trust me, I know.
We are transferring to the new system, and the new system's somewhat lackluster. So we are relying on our somewhat detective skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, our detective skills, and we're waiting for the IT department to fix the dispatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
all right.
carjacking happening down the street. Ooh, I wonder which car it is.
Well, that's it. Right now, you're in a good uniform. You've got a service pistol. You've got all the equipment that you need. I would like to go over a little bit of a list with you of things. Of things I'm going to ask. Are you comfortable doing them in the field? Do you know how to do them? Do you think you know how to do them? Placing someone in handcuffs,
I've done it before.
patting someone down, frisking them.
I've done it before.
Same as searching their pockets,
Yes.
and testing the residue of a gunshot.
Yes.
And, using your machine in your pocket to fingerprint scan someone.
Yes. Took me a second to
Wonderful.
realize what you meant.
No, that's okay. Right, so if you're going to be driving, do you have a vehicle or would you like to use one of the departments?
Cadets are not allowed to pull out vehicles. They are to use a TO's personal if they okay it, or the TO is supposed to pull one out of the garage from the job garage. The only thing
Bloody good
cadets
answer, mate.
the only thing cadets can pull out, and I know this hasn't been
Mhm.
fixed yet, they can somehow pull out a half working motorcycle from the
Brilliant.
fleet.
Good answer. Right, let me just write up a couple of notes and we'll continue.
I heard footsteps.
Yeah, they're coming from behind us in the locker room. Either that or
All right.
downstairs.
Right. So, I give you permission to drive my service vehicle. We will do a little session, let's say half an hour, 45 minutes, possibly an hour, depending on. We'll go over that. Now, whilst you're in the vehicle, I'm going to show you how to use the radar, just in case
I've
you're already aware. We'll go over a quick recap.
sir.
Mhm.
Okay. How can I explain this? I was last time I worked here, I was almost done with my cadet sheet. I was like
That's okay.
99.9% done with
That
it.
was last time,
Yeah.
but right now you're classed as a
Yes.
new employee, so you have to go through your cadet sheet all over again, Zach.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Do
And,
not
just-
backchat your FTO.
Not just
unfortunately,
that, standards have substantially changed. So what
Oh,
you
they
would have been
fucking
told
have.
before
What do you mean?
probably doesn't matter anymore. Well, for
Well,
a start, it's an actual department as opposed to children running around doing what they want.
I wasn't gonna
What?
I wasn't gonna say that, but okay, I like that. I like that analogy.
What? Now I'm
So
confused.
basically, previously we felt like the department was run very unprofessionally, and
we
we're
didn't
trying
feel
to
like it was run by children.
yeah. But right now, we're trying to flip things around for the better. We're trying to put more of a tight grip on everything and actually teach everybody and make them the best officer they can possibly be or deputy.
Yeah. And
Also, can I
unfortunately for
just
you,
say I'm loving
you're
seeing that it's all BCSO right now.
that's crazy.
It
Yeah,
is.
unfortunately for you, you're my cadet. So not only are the department standards up, but well,
I
everything that
need
you
to be
do
a
reflects
Yeah,
on me, so my
yes.
standards are even higher.
Can you remember when you joined and it was only LSPD and I was training you and I told you I was your worst nightmare?
I take it. He is worse than
He's
you.
put it this way: if he was training me, he'd be my worst nightmare.
Yeah, standards are up now.
Our
So
standards have
yeah,
changed a lot, Zach.
the vehicle it's a pretty simple SUV. It's very powerful. It's very heavy. Again, I'll show you the radar and the plate reader. That plate reader is going to be your bread and butter right now. Where the new system is transferring, it's a bit finicky, so you're not going to get any details of the vehicle you're looking for. You're not going to get a color, a plate, nothing. You're just going to get that plate reader is going to flare up. So you've got to keep an eye on that.
Oh yeah.
Now going back to your baton, your service pistol, your taser, etc. Can you explain to me what the force matrix is in your best ability?
Yes, we got officer presence. Officer presence would be, say, Alex here was a civilian. This would be considered officer presence, just us being around him. The next one would be like verbal. If Alex was a civilian and I asked him a question, I would expect him to answer under that use of force. If I needed him to step away for a moment and he refused to listen to the command, I would then gently put my hand on his shoulder and ask him, hey, you need to back up. If he refuses, I would gently, you know, give him a tug to, you know, let him know to back up. If he refuses and hits me, then, well, obviously that would be considered open hand. If he pulls a wrench, I'm pulling out a baton. If he tries backing me up into a corner and I can't, you know, get out of there, taser would be the next step. If he reaches for a gun, then, well, that would be considered lethal. And then
Alright.
lethal from that goes up depending on the type of gun. If he were to pull out a machine gun, I would be basically screwed.
Okay, I'll stop you there. Yeah, so somewhat acceptable there. What we're looking for is de-escalation upon all situations. Yeah, so
Of course.
we're not going to try and cocky. We're not going to try and act arrogant. Anything in those situations is only going to deter anyone from being peaceful. We're going to try and talk down as much as we can. Ultimately, the people you're going to be bumping into, you're going to be writing tickets, potentially even arresting and sending to jail. You're going to bump into them again. So we're going to try and leave them somewhat less disgruntled as we can. I mean, the last thing you want is to be in your civilian clothes, I don't know, taking your partner down the bowling alley and you bump into someone you've just put in jail 2-3 months ago. So we're going to try and be sensible. Our service pistol is only to be drawn in extreme situations. We have been issued with rubber firing shotguns recently. Still in the procedures of getting that written up in the current SOPs. But and I'm presuming that you've given a good read over the SOPs. You're somewhat familiar with them, correct?
I'm somewhat familiar with them, yes.
Okay. You,
I know
under
they're
the...
being... I know they're still being rewritten right now, so when they're rewritten, I'll give them another look through, because I know a lot of stuff will be
Can you
changed.
tell me why they're being rewritten?
If I had to guess, because a lot of stuff in the city is also being, you know, built up as we speak.
Okay. Now, there's 3-4 people stood around you. Every single one is wearing one right now. There's a new law and legislation has been put into place. Can you tell me what that is? Don't worry if you can't.
Considering everyone's wearing one, I would say the concealment carry.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
So it's the open carry.
yeah,
So
but
the open carry is no longer allowed.
it was never allowed, from what I remember.
No, previously it was. Civilians did have the right to open carry, but since recent laws and legislations have changed, it is now deemed as brandishing a firearm if a civilian is open carrying, like myself here on my leg. Civilians only have the right to concealed carry inside of their belt or inside of their jacket.
Oh, I was told that it's never been allowed.
Well, you're being told now it's not allowed now. So that's the current standing. Again, de-escalation. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. Did you know that the laws recently changed? You're no longer allowed to open carry. If you can show me your license for that, I can run a quick check. If everything carries on, you can just put that in your vehicle, keep it in your backpack, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But we want to be running weapons checks if we feel like that's necessary. Right. Other than that, I think we'll get you moving. I'll chuck you the keys to my vehicle. We'll get the plate reader up and running, and we'll go on a nice little patrol.
All right.
All righty. Cap, anything from you before we head out?
No, that's about it. Give me a second, actually.
Of course.
I will.
So one thing that I do want you to try and work on with him the most, and I think he knows I'm going to say this, is his driving and comms combined.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I want you to help him with that because I've been helping him as much as I can. His communications itself, while he's not driving, I'm perfectly happy with. If he's sat in passenger with somebody while they're driving, his communications is perfect and flawless over the radio. He does seem to get a little bit anxious whilst calling out street names and postals, but other than that, he does get down to the point very quick, very efficiently. But his driving and comms together aren't all that great. He does need to work on those as much as possible. He's gone over his taser usage. Me and myself and From, I believe, when we was on training exercises, went through that. He's passed all that with flying colors on his taser training and his use of force matrix. He knows that quite well as well. His pursuit driving is amazing. We took him out on one of the airstrips, did a bit of a training exercise myself and From. His pursuit driving is brilliant. That's where we tried to practice the driving and comms, which didn't go all that too well, which Zach also agrees on. And also Pit's procedures, he can execute a perfect pit.
Well, if you know,
If I don't brake check you whilst you're trying to swerve into me, yes. But you can execute a perfect pit. You got quite a few in there.
I was talking about if the city cooperates.
No, I know that, but that's the thing. Like I said, don't go straight for the back tire. Most of the
Go
times you
for
want
the
to go for
taillight.
the tail light because then in their eyes and with how the city aligns with you, you'll most likely be hitting their back tire.
Yep.
All right. Cadet, anything you would want to ask before we head out? Now's the time.
Yes,
Just
yes.
remember, there's no stupid questions.
Yes, I promise not to drive your car into the nearest gas station.
I would, excuse my language. I'd fucking hope so, mate. Right. Right. One last thing. You need to go for a piss. Go for one now. You need to get any food or drink. Get it now. There's food and drink in the fridge in the break room if you need it. If
There's
not,
no breaks
then,
with these guys.
Then we'll head out.
Also, you listen to everything that these two say. They are your commanding officers. The only people that are higher up than them currently at this moment in time who's on duty is myself. If they tell you to do something, you do it. If you
I
have
know.
a quarrel with it, you come to me.
Yes, sir.
But they are very professional and they are good at their job. I trust that they are not going to tell you to do something that you shouldn't be doing.
Yes, sir. I understand COC to the letter.
Apart from that Noah guy, he's a little bit funny at times, but Kane's decent.
This Noah guy's fixing your MDT. Shut up.
So now I have a question.
Go on.
Which of you two have seniority?
We are both corporal too.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are both.
Yes, but
the same rank.
But which one of you has seniority?
In what regards?
Who's been a corporal longer, just time-wise?
They both got promoted to corporal at the same time.
Oh, great. So if both of you
Yep.
tell me to do something the opposite, I'm just gonna have to ask Alex then.
Oh, that's you're gonna have to perform under your best judgment.
Yeah, you are.
Right. No, I'm ready when you are, mate. Unless you want to stay here and carry on.
No, I'll sit in the back. Carry on
Alright,
fucking
lovely
yapping
stuff.
away with this IT
Alright.
team.
All right, Fireforge. Looks like you're with me. I hope you know I am on light duty, so you're going to be doing.
Okay, I was wondering if you were coming.
Oh yes, still arriving. Right, I'll be in the back.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Apparently I'll be trying to get in front.
Right, we're all buckled in, ready to go. So you want to get your radar up, which I can hear you beeping away, and your plate reader when you're ready.
Plate reader and radar as a go.
Lovely stuff. All right, call us in code 1, and we can head out.
Every damn time with the light.
And just remember, when you're calling in, you are +2 as you have 2 passengers with you.
215 plus 2 is 10-8.
And 4215 showing you 10-8.
All right, so just keep in mind, we are in a rolling stop state, as you just did. That's wonderful. Now, obviously, when it comes over, you'll get quite a lot of the old hunting ground call-outs. We're just going to pretty much ignore those. Might turn up to one every now and again just to make sure everything's up to par.
Yeah, because apparently if you pull out your hunting buddy, it sends an alert. I'm trying to go straight, but I don't want to crash into the locals.
Romeo 269, did you still want to come and pick up that food for BTSO? Oh, yeah, we'll head there now. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. You're fine. I was just reminding you just because I still can't put it away. Yeah, heading
Okay,
there
we
now.
should move that.
Yep, you feel like you need to move it? Let's do that.
Do you think I should turn the lights on for this or no?
I would ask you to use your best judgment.
It'll take
Think
like,
about the object and the place that it's in.
Romeo 2, you could
Excellent
handle the
plan.
patient here. I got another call coming in.
Jesus Christ!
Medic 3, 76, the latest distress call. We'll be using Air Angel 1.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is give it 2 minutes. I'm gonna radio through to 969 and see if he'd like to switch channels.
299, go ahead, mark me 10-8.
We'll run through a training,
10-4, showing you 10-8.
a little training situation with yourself. You can just drive around as you free will right now.
Okay, come on, be smart, local. Don't do it. Don't do it, local. Please don't do it. Okay, good.
Gonna send out a radio transmission quickly.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
299 is going to be attaching to 969.
7172, all units be advised, the IT department have pushed a potential fix. Keep an eye out.
10.
Full, thank you.
Alrighty, I'm going to radio. 7472 969.
Send it.
Would you like to participate in a training? We're going to switch radio channel and perform a little task of communications whilst code 3.
Affirm, I shall switch over to TAC 3 shortly. I'm just going to swing by the pillbox to pick up this food for BCSO and then I'll be on there.
10-4. If you can pull over when safe and switch your radio to TAC 3 for me, please.
In fact, we're just gonna do a little carjacking just to see if it works.
There's a
Make
one
sure
to the
that
right or left.
civilians just make sure civilians report it correctly. We'll go right.
Just so he doesn't move. Oh wait, it won't pop up. Cause he's like an officer.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That's it's not going to pop up, mate, because you're a law.
It popped up for Bjorn earlier.
Probably because the officer went 10-7. Go 10-7, then try it.
All right, if you'd like to continue code 1.
Right, I mark at 10-7. Buy me a whip. Here we go.
That's a nice whip too.
Give me a break.
Now it's not working at all. Yeah, we might require a tsunami, or not a tsunami, but buddy.
Anything?
Nope.
nothing.
Oh god.
won't be bullied by you.
Sir, please calm down. Please stop.
Moron!
Sir, please stop. This is your final warning.
Oh my god, no!
Alright, let's just ignore that and carry on.
We good? Good.
Perfect.
Wait. Hang on. Can't leave this car here. Please don't impound our car. Please don't impound our car. Yay. Impound doesn't impound our car, right? It just impounds
It can
locals?
do, yeah.
Yeah, oh great.
You'll need to. Sometimes you'll have to do that. Yeah, you'll come across a certain situation every now and again where you'll need to. If an officer is injured, heading to pillbox, there's no one there to retrieve it. Sometimes it's just easier to impound them. They can go and collect them later.
So, impound does impound personals. I thought /IV is the only thing that can impound personals.
We going out?
I mean, it depends, right? Because one of them sends it to the police impound, and one of them sends it to personal.
Oh, that's... I did not know that.
Yeah. So one of them, I mean, regularly I just use, I think about the impound. But if it's been used, if the vehicle itself has been used in a crime.
Alrighty, I am here. We're
Alright.
going to be having 299 as well because I do want to work on some driving comms with him too. So I feel like hearing him, Zach, do his will help him along too.
10-4, we are going to run through a training situation where we are going to, in picture, a chase. We are going to, for reference, we are going to head north along the coastal freeway, giving call-outs upon the way. I'll be giving call-outs to turn left, right, etc. And Cadet is going to be radioing them through.
10-4.
So wait, I'm just gonna act like a... Okay.
So for the next 5 minutes, we're gonna envision that this is a 5-minute chase. Okay. So for the next 5 minutes, you are clear to go code 3. I will be giving you directions. I'll as best to give you directions.
Do you want us to meet you anywhere?
Hold on. No, it's okay. I'm just going to be telling the cadet turn left, turn right, and over radio he's going to be calling it in when he's applicable to.
And 4.
All right, yeah, let's go over it again. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be giving you call-outs to turn left, to turn right, etc. Don't worry if you make a mistake on the lefts or rights. It's just in training. It will not affect anything. I know it can be a bit difficult. The main objective for this is if I say, turn right. Okay, we're turning right. We're heading southbound on Boulevard del Perro. That is your pinnacle point, okay?
Got it. So basically just chase the imaginary vehicle.
Exactly. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be heading forward from here. We want to go all the way to the end of this road on Del Perro, please. Don't worry about going code 3. Let's just continue code for 1 for now.
All right.
And we want to get onto that coastal freeway. Once we're on that freeway, there should be a little bit less civilian activity so that we can minimize any possible negative outcome. Don't worry about these guys. You carry on through, push on.
Yeah, I just don't want them to enrage and chase us down and try to kill us.
No, that's okay.
I've had that happen before too many times. Is this the right road?
Yep, so at the end of here, I want you to turn right and then take your first left. Wonderful. Now, when you get to the bottom of this hill, your timer is going to start with 5 minutes. I would like you to go code 3. I would like you to call in what you think is the correct 10 code for a pursuit, and you are going to be heading northbound on this freeway. Okay, understood?
Yeah, can I pass this guy? He's going under the speed limit.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Always, if you feel like you need to pass a vehicle, just do sensibly, and you're fine. Always remember to do a roll and stop at a stop sign. All right, you are cleared for code 3.
Would you say left or right? Or does it not
You
matter?
are going to head northbound on the freeway. 747 to all units, our training has begun. Cadet will come from here.
215 gonna be in a 1080 vehicle of unknown description speeding through Great Ocean Highway heading north. Suspect is still heading north on Great Ocean Highway.
Dispatch 215, status update?
Suspect is still heading north on Great Ocean Highway. High rates of speed, over 100 miles per hour.
10-4, keep us updated. If you go silent too long, we're going to think something's bad happened to you, please.
I want you to
10-4.
take the next right.
Suspect has now gone onto Route 68 heading east. We have a two-way lane coming up. Which way am I going?
You're going to keep on unless I turn you to 10.
Suspect is still heading east on Route 68.
You are going to take the next right onto Tongva Drive.
Suspect is now heading south on Tunberg Drive.
Left.
Suspect is now heading east on Tongva Drive.
You're
Now
going
headed-
to take the next left.
Suspect is now heading east on Zenkudo. I don't know if I 1050'd him because I didn't hit him in the eyes.
You are going to take your second right.
Suspect is now heading off-road, heading south on the dirt road on Zenkudo. Oh, 215. 1050.
Is everyone all right? You okay?
Good.
Right.
I'm okay.
You okay? Okay. All right. Let's just stay calm. Now I'm up against the door. I'm not going to be able to get out too easy. Are you able to climb out the door where you are?
I think I can.
Just see if your belt will give you weight.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Let me try and... Oof. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna climb out first. and then you're gonna climb out after me, and then I don't know how
Yeah,
he's gonna get out.
Right, so what we're going to do here, you're going
Let's
to
just
climb
find
out.
any available
and you
units.
just
Can we
try and
try
pull
and
us
find
out the top.
215? They've gone radio silent. Code 3 it.
215.
747, we have crashed. We are somewhat okay. EMS non-needed at the moment. We'll keep updated. Right, you climb out.
Hey,
Just
be advised that was
lean
for a
your
little bit of
hand in,
training
pull us
there
out.
as well with the radio silence.
That's it, just
All right.
put your hand down.
All right. Grab my hand.
299 to 215.
10-4, go ahead.
Can I get your
You might have
1020
to
for
hold
that
the vehicle,
1080?
mate, somehow. See if you can give it a good push.
All right. This 215. Give me a second.
Let me see if I can climb through.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
215. All officers are okay. We're gonna be at on a stream of some sort. Just off of the highway. I hear your sirens. There's gonna be this little stream just off the road. If you follow that stream, it should take you right to us. Head due south.
Right, let's just pause. So in this situation, it's going to be difficult for them to find us. You can see their lights, so we want to get by the road. We want to make some sort of signal that they can see you. Radio it through so they know what they're looking for.
215. All units keep an eye out for a flashlight.
Okay, your units have arrived on scene. Give them a brief description of what's happened. Is EMS needed?
Okay. So what happened is we lost control of the vehicle because of the dirt, and we ended up driving off the road up there, and our vehicle tipped and landed on its side after a few rolls. I am uninjured. Are either of you injured?
Hit my arm on the door, but I seem to be all right, mate. Right, so just for this situation, I want you to keep in mind that the chase has just gone underway, so you need to give. Well, I was in the chase with you, so you won't be giving it to me. Your colleagues a quick description of where the vehicle went and what happened. What led to this event?
So we were driving down. We just got onto the highway, Great Ocean Highway, and the vehicle was heading north. I was unable to get the make, the model, and the plate. It was too dark. I couldn't see it. We managed to keep chase till we got on the dirt road, but it turned so freaking fast we didn't have time to turn ourselves. We lost control of the vehicle and then tipped down here. Whatever it was, I know it had 2 doors, but that's the only thing I can remember about it. I didn't see any underglow and its lights were off.
Okay, so it was a fully blacked out vehicle, went ghost mode.
Basically, yeah.
Alright, okay. And this is where the last location was of seeing that vehicle.
Well, up there, but yes.
Okay. Next best bet is to currently 10-6 to the area, try and find out if we can see them, if they're hiding in any bushes or anything, they may have ditched the vehicle.
Alright.
You guys sure you're okay? You don't need no medical attention?
I'm all right, mate. Just a little sad, and the old Betty, she's been doing pretty well up till now. All right. Okay. Your service vehicle is right now not in good condition. So you're gonna need to think of a situation how we're gonna get that vehicle back on its wheels and see if it's mobile enough to keep going. So
Well,
with what you've got available, what are we gonna do?
get in this car and push it. Flip it back on its tires. That's the greatest way to do it without hurting anyone. All 5 of us could try pushing it, but I don't know how well that would go through.
All right. Well,
and then my
ask
best
your colleague.
bet after that would be If we got a rope, tow it out to at least a sensible position before trying to drive it out on the water.
Okay.
Do we have any
Put
ropes
your,
available? And are we allowed to use the vehicle to push it?
You can sure use my vehicle to push it, but I don't think I have any ropes inside.
No
Damn it.
ropes.
I think a good shunt might do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Alrighty, stay clear.
I will pay for all damages done to your vehicle.
Shilling, please back up. I don't want to risk it hitting you. To disregard.
The big boy truck, boys.
Oh, yeesh, will this thing even start?
Just
Ooh, wait.
keep a step back for a moment.
I have repair kits.
Alright, that's working now.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, if that's your idea of fun,
I have a repair kit. Maybe I can weld the door back on manually.
worth a try.
Excuse me.
Mm.
I have a repair kit. We could probably try fixing this thing right here.
I can't see any major damage. I think there's a little bit of a liquid leak. So, I mean, if you want to give it a go so we can stop the leak and get it back to VPD, then by all means.
Yeah,
Just before you do that, can you just take a... Yeah, stay there for me. Just for the...
really? Okay, hang on.
You're missing a door, mate.
There we go. You may now take a pick.
Picture's already taken, mate. Fix it up.
Damn it. Oh! I didn't actually think that would work.
Let's go. You're in the back of that.
Thanks.
Good lord.
Lucky she started.
7472969. The vehicle was moderate condition enough to get back to VPD. And 4.
Yeah!
Legit.
I don't know why on earth you're celebrating.
No, I mean, we got it out. We drove it out. That's a good thing.
I think a good thing would have been not careering off a cliff in the first place.
Yes, of course, but I expected the tires to be a little bit more used to dirt considering the nature of the vehicle. This is an off-roading vehicle, so...
Right. They said they've added vehicle data to the dispatch side now, so fingers
Right.
crossed we'll see some changes.
That would be very nice.
They've also added heading direction and the driver's gender also.
Interesting.
Heading
Should
direction.
assist.
That's gonna be interesting.
And also plates as well.
Oh, thank goodness. Is this available to us now, or?
It's still updating.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of pushing it through now, so all we've got to do is wait.
So we should have something by tomorrow.
No, we'll have something within like 5 minutes. It's just a case of each update we need to test it.
Oh, okay. I would like to apologize for breaking my promise about crashing your vehicle.
747, are you going to continue some more comms driving or negative?
747-969, negative. We are en route back to VPD. Training session is now over.
10 for 969 and 299 is going to do some comms training.
10 4. We are going to switch back to TAC 2 unless requested here.
10 4, okay.
Alright, if we can switch our radios back to TAC 2, please.
Done.
7472 EMS on TAC 2. We are now back live on TAC 2. Training session is now over.
10-4. Medic 3 is 10-4.
Sir, be advised. I may be forced to take a nap in a bit.
That's okay. We are finished very, very soon. You just give us a good heads up.
Well, never mind. I'm good. I was just taking forever to eat something, I guess.
Kane.
Yeah.
Can you access your KMDT?
Yep.
Does it just show you on duty?
Yourself and myself.
Right, I believe everybody needs to reopen it. That's good. And then let me just check the other one.
It just shows you two on duty for me. It's been showing that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I know who's on duty via radio, but, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, if we can head up to the second floor.
I feel like I'm in trouble. Well, it's good to know these doors weren't locked.
They were unlocked.
Yeah. Do you want me to let, Alex know?
About the doors?
Yeah.
I'll have that conversation with him.
Originally, so I wanted to make sure they were all registered properly.
Right, if we go ahead and take a seat in the lecture room, I'll be there in a minute.
An update that should potentially.
Great. I am in fucking trouble. Mystique! Get out of the damn cat litter! Offices only.
All right. So, right, let's start from the beginning. How do you think your training session was conducted by yourself? How do you think it went? What do you think went wrong? Do you think there was anything you could have done differently?
I think there are several things I could have done differently. We are talking about the car, correct? Just making sure here.
Well, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just your comments, what you think what went well, and if anything went wrong, what were they?
I would say everything went pretty good till the dirt road incident. I would say I definitely should have braked sooner than I thought. I'm not used to the weight of the vehicle, so I thought it would have stopped quicker.
Okay. And if I go quiet, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just writing down some
Yes,
notes.
yes. I also think I did okay on comms, but it's different when it's different when you're chasing after a vehicle. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, it can be rather tricky having to try and give quick updates when you're driving. It's high speed pursuit. You're trying to do a plethora of things, right?
Yes.
And one of the main things is when we are in pursuit of a suspect is giving those call outs. They're so fundamentally vital to get your colleagues to assist you in said pursuit. Now, we were in a pursuit for 2 minutes and roughly 30-ish seconds. We'll call it 2 minutes 40 seconds ish. And I noted 5 times giving call outs. You did give more. These are just the times that I did note them down. The first one was after 15 seconds. You gave a call out of a location and heading. The second one was after 18 seconds after the first call out with a location and heading. The third was after 17 seconds, and that was with a location, a heading, and a speed. The fourth call out was on a difficult turn. You took that well. You gave the update. That's great. The fifth was, again, a moderate turning of a left turn, and you did well on that one. The next, again, I did state that if you did an incorrect turn, it's not going to affect anything. As we were in a training environment, there was no suspect at play. You were told to make your second right. You did the first right. It's not an issue. It's just maybe a bit of positive feedback.
Oh.
Okay. We then headed on to the dirt track heading up the hill, where you inevitably lost control of the vehicle, and unfortunately we did crash. Okay. So yeah, I've took notes on what I think went well, what I think could have been improved. I think at this current stage, it is difficult to give call outs whilst we're in pursuit. That's no easy feat to be able to drive effectively well. There's a lot of things that go into a pursuit. A lot of the time you're playing psychological warfare when you're in a pursuit. I'll be speaking to the captain about holding some driving training for quite a few of the cadets and some of the officers involved from what I've seen. It's all about where you're going to place your vehicle. If you're placing your vehicle closer to the exits of the road when the car's ahead of you, it somewhat gives them a feeling that they can't turn. There's a lot of things that go into it. Speeding, slowing down, making them think that they're losing you. There's a lot of things that come into play, all whilst trying to give a call out of your location. So one thing that I will advise you is if and when you do call outs, Unfortunately, the captain did jump into the radio and say, "Come on, give us a call out." So you want to be giving them sort of every 4 to 6 seconds. Okay, now, that sounds like a lot. Okay, but if I just stop talking. Okay, suspect's heading east. It's quite a big pause, isn't it? 6 seconds. Now I'm not
Yeah.
expecting you to. Suspect still heading south. Just every 5 to 6 seconds, give a nice call out. The heading that they are going. Okay, the road that you are on and the speed. Always mention the speed, because when you're going to mention the speed, that's going to eventually go to court once you catch that suspect. Okay, and
Yeah.
that goes against them. Same as when you take a suspect into custody, you're going to take note of all the things that they say, because again, that will go to court. Right?
Hence why I'm always running body cam and I make sure I never lose it.
That's right. It's always a good thing to have on you. Right, let's get the elephant out of the room. You did crash with 2 superiors in the vehicle with you. It was an accident. It happens. We need to be careful. Okay, if that was a real life environment where you were chasing a suspect and that was a live car, that suspect could have just shot one of your officers. Could have just hurt 2 civilians. Could have been a whole different manner of things, right?
Yeah.
I get it. Your adrenaline's rushing. It's a very fast-paced situation. What I would advise you is, if you have to make a conscious decision whether you're going to give a call out or you're going to focus on the road, you say over the radio, "We'll give an update when possible, focusing on the pursuit. We'll advise when suspect changes." If he's on a road and there's no turnoffs and he's staying on that road for the next X amount of distance, don't worry about giving a call out. You just focus on that road.
Especially when the dirt road has only one way up and one way down.
Exactly that. You will come across the odd nut job that does jump off the hills and stuff. Just like you said, you've got your dash cam on, so that's good.
I'm sorry? They do that?
Unfortunately, yeah.
But
They
that's...
do that every now and again.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. I am in obvious consideration that you are a cadet for the BCSO, not the LSPD, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, one thing that your superiors, myself included, is extremely focusing on at the moment is professionalism within the BCSO, not the LSPD. It's got nothing to do with us. We work alongside them. However, their standards are extremely low. Ours are not. Ours are very, very high. That includes driving, our overall demeanour, and our professionalism. I will respectfully say to you, your demeanour is somewhat, I won't say unprofessional, but
It varies.
there's room for improvement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, you're a nice person. I'm sure we'd get along. Not in the uniform, but when this comes to a work environment, there's a lot of room for improvement. But you're a cadet. That's the whole point. You're in a learning environment. Okay, so as long as you're willing to learn and to adapt and to soak up the information sponge that we're going to give you, you've got a long road ahead of you, but it's very prosperous. Okay.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is take on the notes, pass them along. I myself am only an FTO in training. You are my first cadet. So that was a training environment for myself as well. Just so you're aware that everything that I ran you through, I had to make sure was up to code and up to par, and I will get my own feedback from that situation.
All right.
Now, before I call this training session officially over, just want to double check. You didn't use any equipment whilst we were out.
No, I did
You
not.
did impound a singular vehicle.
2 vehicles, sir.
No, 2 vehicles. That's right. Good. And just to confirm, because this is extremely important, do you need any medical? Don't feel proud to say yes or no. If you need medical, we can get you medical.
I wasn't even hurt, and my body armor wasn't even damaged. I took no
Okay.
injury from that fall.
Okay.
Did
Well,
that call come through?
just I didn't get anything through. No.
I didn't get a call either.
Just do me a favor, take 5 minutes for yourself. We do have an EMS down at Pillbox. Just because you are my cadet, I want to make sure that you are okay, even though you might feel okay. Just go down there, get yourself checked out. Once you're good, just give me a radio and just let me know that everything's all right. Okay?
Sir,
It's not a question. It's an order.
I know I'm not allowed to leave the station without a TO in uniform.
Right. Okay. Well then, let's head down. So we can officially call the training off, unless that's the captain, and unless he's got any further things. Noah, any comments before we head down to Pillbox?
Nope.
No, I'm just gonna stay here
Oh.
and just liaise with IT.
All right,
I'll just update the radio accordingly.
Yeah. I'm just going to take him down to Pillbox just so they can check him out. He says he's feeling fine, but I just, it's my first cadet. I want to make sure that he's not going to fall apart
Alright.
tomorrow morning.
Alright, no problem.
All right. Well, it'll be 5
Driving
minutes.
in comms, Scotty.
Are
Sorry.
you going to be back here in 5 minutes?
I'm just putting my stuff, putting one of my tack bags into my locker, but I can wait around here for you if you want, because I was still going to go over a few more driving in comms with him, but I can wait around.
I'm literally going to run down to Pillbox with him, bring him back, and then I was going to go over the training session with you if that was all right.
Yeah, that's fine. I can wait around.
All right. Won't be long.
10-9, sorry, Scotty.
Alrighty, let's go get you checked out. I'm sure you're fine, but it's always good to cross the T's and dot the I's on the paperwork.
I get it.
So yeah, just a couple of things off the record. It's when you're coming up to a red light, just slow down a little bit, look left and right, off you go. Don't worry about coming to a full stop, unless you're having a conversation. There's nothing on. You just breathe as much as you want. But yeah, there's no point in waiting around forever. We're in a rolling stop state, as it's called.
Oh, it used to be a stop and go state, so I'm just used to that.
Rolling stop and go. As long as you're being sensible, I'll always tell people it's a rolling state. It's a bit different if someone's just, say for example, coming up to a red light like this and they're just not even slowing down like that. I'd normally watch them for a minute or two if they continue. If they're going through a red light like this and they're not stopping, they're just sort of slowing down. Yeah, that's fine with me. Normally be pulling every Tom, Dick, and Harry over. I know it happens all the time, mate. And don't worry if you find abandoned vehicles like that bike. One thing you want to do is run the plate if you think it's someone's bike, because the last thing you want to do is £1 million someone's bike without them knowing. They could have just popped and they'll be back in a minute, sort of thing,
Hello?
Are you able to?
There we go.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jesse.
This is me, cadet. We had a bit of an incident during a training session. Now they're saying they feel okay, but just for paperwork's sake, you know what it's like. Can you just give them a quick check over and we can carry
Let's
on?
head in the back.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, just go ahead and make yourself comfortable on the bed.
Okay.
Okay, so what kind of accident did we have?
Vehicle tipped on its side. We fell about 20 feet off a mountain and crashed and rolled over a few times before landing again once on our side.
Yeah, definitely good thing you came for a checkup.
Yep.
Cause
But I promise you
to
I'm
make
not
sure.
damaged. But, I'll let you do the medical expertise here. You are the doctor after all.
It's always good to look it over.
Also, I'm not sitting down in the bed because every time I do, I end up somewhere else.
Okay. That's fine. We can do this one standing up.
717 to all, disregard any of the latest pings around the BPD. IT are just doing mock ones.
Okay. So do we feel any pain at all?
No, sir.
Okay. When you flipped, which were you kind of like jostled around in general? Or was there one side that took a little bit more of a beating than the other?
The driver's side and the back driver's side door lost the doors entirely, but we landed on, but that was after we tipped it back up. I don't think we lost any doors actually.
Okay.
All I know is that when we landed, he was in the passenger side and he was closer to the ground.
Okay. Well, you mind if I just get a quick read of your vitals, make sure you're doing okay?
Of course.
Okay. Now, do you mind wiggling your fingers for me? Okay, that looks well. And can you wiggle your toes? That one you have to just tell me if you're doing, unless you really want to take your shoes off.
They feel fine.
Okay, no soreness, no pain when doing any of that.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then, unless you want a full workup, you can seem fine by my standards.
I didn't even feel any pain from the impact. I think the car's shock absorbers took it.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna give you one more look up and make sure there's no bruise or anything I may miss. But other than that, I think you're gonna be fine.
Sorry, medic. Can I just get your name just for my personal record?
It's gonna be Captain Jesse Moore.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, you seem to have gotten really lucky. I'm not even seeing a sign of a bruise.
Well, it didn't even get to the armor, so
Fair enough.
I'm more worried about him, honestly. He was on the passenger side.
I was just about to
Uh,
ask if you wanted
Yeah,
a checkup as
and
well.
I've got a bit of soreness to my right arm, but it would appear that the brace of the buckled seatbelt did most of the work, so I'm actually not too bad. I've been
I
in
can get
worse
you some
situations like
bruise
this
balm
now.
if you'd like. Maybe clean up any
Yeah,
bruises.
go on.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're deputy. You look like you're gonna be just fine.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay, nothing too bad. We'll get that cleaned up for you and then get you on your way.
Yeah, it's more just like you know what it's like when you butted into a doorway or something. I mean, the predominant force of the impact was through the harness. I think my elbow and my upper arm just sort of clattered the door or somewhat.
Maybe. Oh, you did flip from the sounds of it, so that's understandable. Yeah, it might be a little cool, but it should help the healing process.
That's much appreciated. Thank you.
But no. Other than that, I think that's probably about all I can do unless you guys want surgery.
No, it's
What?
just
I'm sorry.
Just wanted to double check that the cadet wasn't having any internal bleeding or anything. I know it's a bit overzealous, but you can never be too sure, especially
No,
when it
that's-
comes to the bloody paperwork. You know what it's like.
I'm always a fan of making sure to be safe rather than sorry.
That's it. All right, Cap. Appreciate that. We'll
No
leave you
problem.
to it.
Take it easy, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Maybe don't fall off any mountains this time.
No promises. That looked incredibly dangerous, but I'm not going to comment on it.
I was kind of hoping she'd get down, but leaving to not doing anyone any harm.
I sort of want to go for the dark green, but people want to go for the light green, so I don't know.
What one's on there at the moment?
On
my
mine?
car up front, I have fucking forest screen because I didn't know which one we were doing.
Yeah, I think we should make it mandatory forest green, and then it's down to the person who will. Me, I like the forest green and the desert tan that me and Bjorn have personally, but I know my brother likes the forest green and the white.
You could
See,
have it as
personally,
forest
I
green.
like that.
You could have
The full forest green.
You could have full
Yeah.
forest green, but optional. Have that for people who want it.
Some of the vehicles,
Well,
the tan secondary looks honestly terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still thinking on this, but I am thinking having it a mandatory of tan and the forest green for cadets and deputies and stuff like that, and then high command, if they want, they can
Are
have
you
a
okay?
full forest green car like that if they want it.
I tried doing the forest screen and the tan
Yeah.
and the jugular, and the way that the secondary color is, it's terrible.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the issue. It's all right with the Baller because it's your standard, but especially with the what's it called, the Cara. I know it's a little bit different, but
What's
Yeah,
a
it
Care
is.
Runner?
Well, the car is the one in front of you, I believe.
Yeah, that big truck.
But
Oh,
the
that
secondary
beautiful
paint
thing.
on that, it's not the
Yeah.
same as the baller. The baller you can see is on the doors and the roof.
I
but
will tell
the
no one.
Cara, I think it's like a middle stripe down the middle, isn't it? or
Yeah,
something?
it is. It's
Yeah.
it's not the best, which is why I'm thinking if we have it a mandatory for cadets to have the tan and green, and then if command want, they can have the full forest green vehicles.
Yeah.
Just to differentiate that little bit up until we get the new vehicles and possibly the liveries that state command on the back rather than the 911.
Hmm.
That's what I
Yeah,
was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it would certainly show some form of hierarchy. Yeah.
Couldn't you just put supervisor or whatever on like the back door?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you see where it says 911?
No, I mean,
I'm placing.
right here.
No, I wouldn't want it on the door. I'd want it to be here. So where it says 911, I'd want that to be like supervisor or command or something like that.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to look at working on.
that's gonna be a tight fit though. I'm gonna be honest.
See, that doesn't look right to me personally.
That's what I'm saying. Some of them,
Yeah.
the tan doesn't really look good because of how the secondary colors are put on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks weird.
It doesn't look right at all,
It
personally.
just looks like secondary color was an afterthought for this vehicle.
You were on it already.
All right,
Well,
let's have that chat.
Yeah. Let's head upstairs for that one.
Yeah. Come on, Boots. I'm doing good. How you feeling?
A little bruised, but we'll get there.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, note to self, don't try and fly out of a car going like
the
80
cadet
miles
did
per hour up the
mention
freeway.
That, the first door to where we just entered earlier was left unlocked.
Oh, wasn't? Brilliant. Alright, let's have a chat then. You want the
Whoops.
cadets with us or negative? Alrighty.
Into the conference room, I guess.
Yep, let's go. Everybody take a seat in the conference room. What, the conference room?
The seat.
No, you don't get to take the seat home.
Trust me, it doesn't work.
Did you want me to go first, or would you want to talk about
Of course, step up onto the podium.
Thank you very much. All right. So just for everyone's relevancy, so you're all up to date. Cadet 215 and myself, plus my brother Noah, we went on a training event. So the situation was we left VPD, gave a sort of a brief bit of a distance. We started heading towards Vespucci. The information that was given that we would switch to TAC 3, a fake pursuit would be initiated, which I would give every now and again some form of heading. The initial discussion was to head north along the coastal freeway, to which the cadet started off strong. It was good. I did take a few points to which I'll discuss now, which I didn't with yourself, just so it's within the group. There were such things as sort of slowing down when you were giving sort of readings and call-outs, which needs to sort of try and be avoided in the future. Again, everything is a learning curve. Not everything you're going to do is correct, and hopefully not everything you do is going to be wrong. So that's just one thing that you need to work on a little bit. But we did discuss that, when and where to give the call-outs. Expecting a call-out anywhere from every 4 to 6 seconds is somewhat, in my eyes, acceptable. I don't want to hear someone completely hot radioing all the time. That's not helpful. So just heading northeast, south, or west, the road and the speed, as much as you can. Okay. I think about 5 or 6 call outs were given. The first 3 was every 15 seconds, 18 seconds after the first, 17 seconds after the second. The call outs were somewhat too slow, okay, to the point where someone else did radio over and say, "Can you give a call out?" All right.
Alright, I would like to mention, sir, with me slowing down, that's just because of, how can I explain this? Like, I
If
guess
it's
you
to
could,
do with the,
he doesn't use the same muscles as us.
thank
yeah,
you.
that's fine. If you wanna figure out how to fix your muscles,
No, I mean, let me, give me a second.
okay, you can move your muscles according to how you drive. As I drive the same. We can talk about that another time though. So what we'll do is we'll carry on for now. So yeah, several call outs were given with a sort of space period of time between each call out. And I did say to the cadet, if I'm going to give you a call out to turn left or right. If you do an incorrect turning, it's not a major thing. It's just a training environment. During the I believe it was about 2 minutes 30-ish seconds of the total pursuit. I think there was only one incorrect turn. We then took a right, started heading up a dirt path, following the imaginary suspect. We were sort of heading up a dirt track where the cadet unfortunately did lose control of the vehicle. We did crash quite considerably off the range. Luckily, no one was majorly injured. We just walked away with some cuts and bruises. So I think overall, my notes from myself to yourself, Mr. Coldharbour, just in general, is your demeanor with the way you use your wording. Okay, there's a lots of we's. Okay, we did this, we did that. Now, when we make a mistake or we do something, okay, singularly, you stated, I think there's several things I could have done better. Okay, that's a singular. That's stating you and yourself, which is good. You can see that there's room for improvement. You did also state, I would say everything went good until the dirt road incident. Okay, I wasn't used to the vehicle and how it handled, but we did lose control of the vehicle on the dirt road. Okay, there was only one person driving that vehicle. Okay, so it wouldn't be we. It's just we've got to be careful with the demeanor that we all
I
use
was
within the
saying
department.
we as occupants in the vehicle, not like we as in all 3 of us were driving.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's just little habits like that we need to eradicate, because when it comes to your paperwork, if you write we rather than I, it can be a bit difficult when it comes to court. Okay.
Oh, of course, on paperwork I am
Yeah.
more thorough, but
Okay. So just in regards to the wording and things, your demeanor, let's just, I understand that there's time to have fun and jokes and stuff. We're not LSPD, we're BCSO, we're professionals. We do this to the highest standards, okay? We want LSPD and any other department to look at us and think, fuck me, they got their stuff together.
We want them to look and say, we want to be just like them.
That's right. We want people to want to come to BCSO, and we say, no, you're not good enough. Okay, the standards here are very high, and we're going to push those standards to be even higher and moving forward all the time. Okay, so be proud that you are a cadet in the BCSO and bloody earn it. Okay. Overall, I think that you've got some room for improvement. I think there's a lot of improvement to be made. But any comments from yourself?
no, sir.
Okay. And like I stated to you, I was under training during that. Any statements that you wish to make about myself? Are you thinking I was too harsh on you, too soft on you? I'm not going to get angry. It's all positive feedback.
If you don't feel comfortable stating it in front of him, you can talk to me in private, because I am currently his FTE.
You're my TO. I'm supposed to learn from you. I'm not supposed to make, comments on how you train.
No.
Well, unfortunately, if I do something wrong, or if me as your TO, if I didn't tell you what you were doing wrong, then we're never going to improve, right?
If I feel like you are doing something wrong, I will be sure to let you or another supervisor know, or Alex himself.
All right.
I
Okay,
believe you
wonderful.
did nothing wrong. You were teaching me to the best of your ability.
And just for reference sake, I did take the cadet down to pillbox. Both got looked over, him and myself, and both seem to be rather lucky in that aspect.
Brilliant.
All right. Thank you for the stand. Appreciate that.
Alrighty. Now, I'm not going to repeat exactly what Kane said there, but I agree with the majority of what he said. Call outs do need to be roughly every 4 to 6 seconds, like I told you, Fireforge. As for keeping comms clear and keeping it very straightforward, Fireforge, you did quite well. You did keep your comms short and sweet. You were keeping regular updates. With my timings and calculations, I believe it was about every 6 to 8 seconds you were updating on where we went. You didn't take no wrong turns whatsoever. You followed the exact instructions on where our imaginary suspect went. You did call out when you 10-50'd, and you were calling out the speeds. The only thing, like I said to you, which I prefer just about every one of my cadets to do, and I don't know if Kane's going to say the same or agree with me, but repeat the direction of where the suspect is going at least 2 or 3 times, just because somebody may not hear you over the radio. So, for example, if you all want to switch to TAC 3 really quick.
Wait, all of us or just him?
Yep, because I'm going to call it on the radio. And if Scotty wants to go ahead and do me a favor, when I start giving out a command, go ahead and start talking a little bit, but then stop yourself. Okay? Once you realize that I'm going to be talking. Does that make sense?
You want me to start talking right now?
So, yep, not right now. Let's say I'm going to give a couple of directions on where this suspect's going to be going. And then you jump in saying that you're 70, that I don't know, just give some random traffic over the radio, but I'm going to continue my comms. And let's see if the cadets can actually hear what I say if I repeat myself once.
All right.
969 plus 1 is going to be in pursuit of a black and coloured vehicle, 4-door, purple underglow, going northbound Sonora Freeway. Speeds excess of 100 miles an hour.
10-4,
969 is going to be continuing northbound.
North.
It's going to be taking a right.
Right.
So you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you repeat yourself.
Suspect's going to be taking a right onto Vespucci Boulevard. Speeds excess of 100 miles per hour. Suspect just took a left.
You repeat yourself, people are going to hear you a hell of a lot better if you repeat yourself at least 3 times. Make your communications as clear as you can. Always update on speed. Always update on location. Like Kane said, every 4 to 6 seconds.
Understood.
But other than that, I have no quarrels with how you did your driving and comms. I just want to see how you deal with the whole repeating yourself a little bit, which we will go over shortly. But I have nothing else to say to you other than I was quite happy with how that chase went. Do you have any questions or comments for me?
No, sir.
Are you 100% certain? Because I will not be coming back to this room with you.
Affirmative.
You good?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Making sure I'm not missing something.
Oh no, we've just been doing a bit of training and just giving feedback on the 2 cadets. And Scotty's just here to listen.
Fair enough.
And Zach, if you want, no, you can sit in if you want to. Zach, if you want, you can switch back onto TAC 2. But yeah, other than that, Comms were good. You did keep updates. You stated when you 1050'd, you also read out nearest postals for anybody who don't know road names that well, which I was quite pleased and shocked about that you thought on that. That was a big opener in my eyes that I didn't have to tell you to do that, which congratulations, not many cadets can shock me that well.
Thank you.
That's fine. Kane, you got anything to add?
I don't believe so. For me, standards aren't met just yet. I think there's a lot of work to do, but happy to put it in.
Oh yeah, all my standards aren't met yet with Fireforge. There's still a few things I want to go over him, so I'm not going to be checking him off on that just yet. But he's exceeded my expectations for what I usually get from a cadet. I must say, a cadet like Fireforge comes once in a lifetime with how he's been dealing with all his training currently.
I'll meet you up north in a little bit.
Alrighty.
But no further comments from me. That's everything I needed. Thank you.
All right, perfect. And as for you, Kane, you're doing quite well on training so far. I liked how you handled that 1050 issue up there. I liked how you walked him through all of the procedures on what to do. I loved how you told him, fill your officers in, tell them what happened, exactly how it happened. And the only other thing that I have a quarrel with is you didn't tell him to tell me the last known location of the suspect. But other than that, everything else was perfect.
Just in a comment, I do believe I did request him to give a brief description of the heading, but no, you're right. Thank you.
I didn't hear that then from you. I do apologize.
No, I think maybe perhaps a miscommunication. No worries.
That's all good. But other than all of that, I am quite happy with how you're doing so far, and I trust Zach is in some good hands right now.
Thank you. I do believe so.
Alrighty, we can all go back on duty and back on that training. Fireforge, I will take you up north. Myself, you and Scotty are going to do a little bit more training. I'm thinking possibly some scene control training if you want to jump in on that as well, Kane.
Yep, happy to do so.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Alrighty, so I will get that set up with myself, Fireforge, and Scotty. I will jump to TAC 2 and let you know when we're ready.
Wonderful.
Alrighty, I will see you guys shortly.
Thank you very much.
Off you go, Zach. Take it easy.
I will.
Is his name Kane too? Because I was very confused.
Yes, his first name is Kane. That is Kane.
Uh, 215 to 747 direct.
215, go ahead.
Do you want me to wait down in the garage for you?
10 foot on route.
10-4.
You're driving.
747 plus 215 will be code 1 out of VPD.
All right, so I would like you to code 1. You drive around if you see anything. Just do what you feel is best.
So basically, you're gonna, I guess, semi-shadow me.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're doing, right? Is most most TOs and cadets, I think you'll just get training after training after training after training. Look, you can read how to ride a bike 100 times. You're not going to learn unless you get on the bloody thing, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Alex,
think with me, you'll get a more hands-on approach. It's the way I think people learn quicker. Just jump in at the deep end and learn how to bloody swim.
yeah, Alex did the same thing with me before there was this issue where the jobs decided to poof at one point.
Yeah. Now, I won't apologise to you because you'll thank me eventually, but I'm going to be tough on you because someone was very tough on me one day, and I'm very thankful for it. It's going to be tough, but when you make it, and you will, because I will make sure that you do. It's all right. Well, we're going to head to that one. So you're going to drive, and I'll give the call out. 747 +1 en route to latest carjacking. Over.
Hello?
717 IT
You are
department,
clear for
disregard.
code 3. 10-4. All right, disregard. You can come through. It's training. All right, so where were we? Yeah, just code 1. 747 +1, code 1. We are, yeah, I'm just going to be a bit tough on you. The training's going to be
776, 10-8, 10-41.
Sir, I'm gonna be honest with you, alright?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna ask you to change yourself because you're a cadet. I mean, because you're my TO, sorry. I would prefer you to just, I guess, act how you normally would if you were training a cadet.
I think if anything, I'll be harder on you because you are my cadet. Purely for the fact that you reflect my work as well, if that makes sense. You're
Yes.
sort of a protege of what I can do as a potential FTO, you know. So if you act well, then not only does it reflect well upon the office, but I guess on me too. But I'd like to think that anyone that I'm bringing in and training up is a good fit. After all, you're going to be stood beside me one day, you know.
So, question if that's alright.
Of course. Please, if you have a question, just ask it, always.
You said you were a FTO in training?
That's right.
So do you need to, like, pass a cadet in order to, you know?
I believe it's when my superior deems me fit to become a fully fledged FTO. I do believe it's probably to a certain degree once the cadet is ready to be passed through. Potentially beforehand. I think it's performance
711.
based.
717, sorry.
Okay, I didn't know if that girl was gonna pass by us, so I didn't want to, drive out and accidentally hit her.
No, that's okay. You can always overtake if it's safe to do so.
Yeah.
969 717.
I don't trust these locals. I really don't.
No, they're not the greatest drivers.
Okay. He hasn't answered comms.
717, send it.
Never mind.
Uh, 776, I'm gonna be getting rid of some abandoned vehicles here outside of Golden Pub. They're blocking most of the street.
Part of me wants to say check out the highway, but the other part of me says our vehicle isn't fast enough.
You would be very surprised.
No, I know what you mean, but I mean like, the the supercars, put it that way.
Yeah, so we do have HSU specifically for that. This car, I think I've been in maybe in the past 2 or 3 weeks 40 or 50 pursuits, and perhaps 2 or 3 have outrun this car.
The hell? How? So many? How?
Yeah, just determinated work, I guess. But this vehicle is, I'd probably argue, the better one on the fleet. In fact, no, I'd confidently say that this vehicle is the best out of the non-HSU vehicles that we have available.
Is that because
Its handling,
it's
its
so
speed.
versatile?
Yeah. It's extremely quick off the bat. Its top speed is around 140. Its braking capability is very, very good considering its weight. It's also extremely good in a pit maneuver.
Is it is this fully upgraded?
It is.
Okay. I was about to say, because if you can upgrade this bad boy, then oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all the bells and whistles. You've got your plate reading and your radio scanners on the roof. It's got the crash ball bar on the front. I do believe it's turbocharged, full upgrades. It's very, very quick.
Okay, I got a question. Does this have armor on it?
I do believe it has maximum armor that it's capable of carrying.
Alright, so I don't know if this is a myth going around or what, but I hear that armor slows the vehicle down.
I've heard that too. To my knowledge, if it did, it would be fractional, a couple of miles per hour, nothing anymore. And me personally, if we are chasing suspects, I would rather have a good, decent amount of armor on the
Because
vehicle.
if they start leaning out the window to shoot us.
Yeah.
10-4 for 215, go ahead.
If you guys want to switch over to TAC 3 for this training purpose, we're ready.
10-4. Yep, switch.
And of course it's at freaking the LS place. We might have to hold off. Hop back on radio. You might want to bring them over to radio too.
For what cause?
He just crashed into a vehicle.
I mean, he seems to be alright. I mean, if you want to stop him, you can stop him.
Are we gonna catch the vehicle? Probably not.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna be honest, we're not catching that. I've seen that vehicle before. Let me put it to you that way. I've seen it before. I've tried to chase it down before. Not like the exact same.
I think you need to be listening
vehicle,
to the
but...
radio.
Oh shoot! Right.
Uh, 7472969. Could you repeat everything you've just said as my cadet wasn't on the radio?
10-4, okay. Dispatch to all available officers, be advised we've just had a report of a possible kidnapping of a BCSO officer. Male in question who has kidnapped this officer is going to be around about 6'8", ginger, posing as a BCSO sheriff's office. Last known location was heading towards postal 505.
Alright, what are you going to do?
10-4, 215 is en route, code 3. Do we have an additional 32s available?
Currently at this moment in time, nobody is available. I believe 789 is currently 10-7.
10-4, we'll take a look, see if we can find them. Can you repeat the vehicle model and the color of it if you haven't yet?
Vehicle color was going to be a forest green Cara. last seen going up towards 505. I believe that is going to be the big police department officers.
The big police department offices. What's that location?
This is going to be 505. I repeat, 505.
Where the heck is 505 on the map?
You keep looking.
There's 511, 505.
If you are struggling, you can ask for some more information.
215, do you have, to, 969, do you have any additional information that I can use?
At this moment in time, no. All we have is the description of the male and the vehicle in color question.
You can always state that you're struggling to find the location.
Do you have
Is there a nearer postal code?
Is there a nearer postal code? I can't seem to find the postal.
Postal is going to be 505, nearest postal 504 on Sestanica Road.
is back 10-8.
For 789, can you quickly find a 505?
I don't.
The governmental facility?
A firm training exercise, be quick.
10-4, I am 1.5 mics out.
10-4.
I don't see it. .215 to 969. I'm only able to find 506 and 503. I cannot find 505.
And then that last, sorry?
I have found 506. I cannot find 505.
Going 5, go ahead and look eastbound from Golden Pub. 7472-969. We will be en route. Just gonna give him some information.
All right. So if you have a look on your map, all the way to the east.
969 to 747 and 215. That anonymous call that's just come through the dispatch, that'll be there to help you find the location.
10-4. Found the location. Why? Why over the?
It's
Oh my God.
it's a very difficult one. It's just now you know.
747 to 969, 747 +1 en route.
10-4, 969 to 299 direct.
Yeah,
Found it.
I know it's a bit of a difficult one, but
Are you finished
now
with your
you know.
previous call? You were able to attach to this call to aid 747 and 215?
I mean, but you get what I mean, right? That's nuts.
10-4,
It's-
go ahead, mark
it's very
215,
similar, yeah.
attached to...
But these little things
or
are going to...
299 attached to 215,
Oh.
show me en route.
10-4, showing you
Jesus.
76.
215
Right,
and
Kane,
route 76.
Out of scene, Kane, this is also going to put a test on you because there are going to be 2 cadets that you're going to have to help out here, okay?
10-4.
You are clear to take off the cruise control. You are code 3.
It's not on
10-1
cruise
7
control.
Good.
The
I never
previous
drive
call,
with
was that a
cruise
test
control.
call from our end, or was this?
The anonymous call?
Yes.
If that was to help this training exercise, 215 was struggling to find the location.
Wonderful. Did that come through the old MDT or the new one?
The new one.
Did it show the correct information?
Stayed an anonymous call, it didn't put the message up that I put on.
Alright, thanks.
AFM.
At 717, actually, to Adams once more, sorry.
Bandit.
Time being, do we think anybody would have any objections against reverting back to the old MDT for the time being?
Negative. We want to know what vehicles we're looking for when they get stolen.
Affirm. Can you just confirm what was wrong with the old one, just for update's sake?
I am unsure. I didn't find anything wrong with the old one. I quite liked the old one, so I'm not quite sure on why the IT department switched out to the new one.
Affirm, thank you. I'll stop interrupting training now.
10-4.
215 to all units, dropping to code 2. I'm gonna take a look at Postal 505.
Okay. We are going to run this as a real-life scenario, okay? The information you've been given is that fellow colleague 2 has been taken hostage. So we are going to assess the situation, myself included, and potentially be drawing service weapons.
They said redhead, right?
That's right.
They said he was a redhead, right?
Correct.
Do we know if he has access to our comms?
Potentially you could ask that question.
215 to 969. Before we go in there, does he have access to our comm channel?
Negatory currently.
10-4.
Alright. So, you tell me what's the description of the suspect?
Dispatch to all units, be advised, it seems like the males have switched places. You're currently going to be dealing with a male, roughly 5'10" in height, short black hair, beard, posing as a BCSO officer.
10-4, was that black vehicle that just took off from the scene, was that the suspect, or?
Negative. Those were city units just responding.
10-4.
Okay, so we should probably establish the scene. Maybe speak to your colleagues.
And tell them I'm gonna make contact?
Well, you need to establish the scene. Are we on scene?
299
yes.
dispatch, go ahead
Give
and
me a
mark
second.
me 1023 is that scene.
Yeah, babe?
Well, one of your colleagues just drove up into the car
Okay.
park. Do you think we should
Give me a
follow
second.
him?
10-4, marking you 23.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm dealing with the
course.
situation at hand. Fuck. I've got to, think about walking something.
Okay.
Because if I don't, my environment's gonna get not dangerous, but it's something I gotta deal with.
Do you need to go to sleep?
Not.
If it's easier for you to go to sleep, that's okay.
Yeah, but I might have to, just because of if I don't move.
299
like
dispatch, do we have
10
any
minutes,
additional
I'll be
information on
forced to go to sleep.
any type of motor vehicle
That's
that
okay.
was
If you need to
seen?
exit the vehicle and sleep, you can. That's okay.
If I sleep here, then I will wake
10-9
back up
left,
here.
sorry.
Let me
Do we
just...
have any additional information on any vehicles seen entering or leaving that area?
Just let them speak over radio.
Alright.
7472969.
And it.
I need to drop the cadet back to VPD. Unfortunate circumstances.
And 4, is everything okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Cadet needs to take a nap.
10-4, okay. If the cadet's not going to be waking back up, do you want to take 299 and see how he does on this?
Yep, let me just drop the cadet back to VPD and I'll come back en route.
10-4, no problem. 299, hold off on this scene for a while.
10-4.
747 10-6.
Don't be sorry. It's absolutely fine. You can code 3 back to VPD if you wish.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, you get back. Do you want me to drive?
No, I got it. I'm just.
All right. Don't worry, happens sometimes.
Yeah, I just didn't expect it, but yeah, I definitely should be code green back, as I'm on a very limited. What the fuck, Lo?
It's all right. You get back.
Oh my god! I hope he's just knocked out. Please be knocked out. That's the 20th time a local has done that. I have been keeping track. Oh, excuse my language, by the way. It's just it happens almost every time I turn on the sirens.
No, it's okay.
I just passed VPD.
Uh, 969747.
Go ahead.
Training exercise is going to be postponed. I've just received a text message from 299 stating he has to go 10-7 in a short little while. It won't be enough time for this training session.
747 will be 10-7 myself.
10-4, thank you for your service.
Thank you very much. Stay safe.
Alrighty.
Don't forget to park it.
You go do what you need to do. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You too. 215 going 1042, 10-7.
Thank you for your service.
299, what's your 20?
Running up to your vehicle.
10-4.
Way after the Doritos.
I don't know who it is. It's Sherlane, I believe.
Oh, yes, I
He's
was.
a different guy. He was a TO in training. Sorry for not answering you for so long.